Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Aquarius for July 2021. So before we begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone, and if you're new to my channel, I'd like to especially welcome you. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel as of yet, please do that right now. And at the end of the video, if you really enjoyed the video, please like the video, because this really helps with the algorithms when it sees the likes. So that just allows this information to really get out there and help others. The final thing I want to just make you aware of is that of my special offer, Angel Reading. It's my half-hour $77 reading, and I've extended it for 1 full hour since the beginning of the pandemic. So if you'd like an angel reading with me, you would go to my website, theangelschool.com/services page, and that link is below this video in the description area. And once you select it and submit your payment, I will send you a confirmation email noting the special offer for 1 full hour. Within that email will also be instructions about how to set up your appointment. So follow that carefully. I will begin by telling you my starting date for when I have availability, and then I ask that you give me time and dates for my time zone for the next 3 weeks following that start date. And just pay attention if there's any times indicated that I may be away. But otherwise, there are no restrictions or limitations if you've had a reading using this offer in the past. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and begin now, and I want to just share with you the information that they've given me for the month of July. And this is just a general information. There may be some information that pops up specifically for you while I'm doing it, as I've been noticing. So the first thing they showed me was a phallic symbol erect, and this is my symbol for manifestation. It means that either you will realize that dream fully or that goal fully, or that you will start to see the stages of the development manifest. Or in some of your cases, it just might be that you all of a sudden have you're ready to express yourself in a very clear and profound way. It could be your purpose that becomes clear to you, something you've been praying for. And there's many things that we pray for on many different levels, and that this is indicating that those realizations might occur for you. They indicated the word safe. They wrote this. And so this means, the sense that I got is that you're going to be protected. So you don't need to worry about the financial risks. I feel like there are material or financial risk involved, and this is a part of the process. And you may be confused by this, and it may cause you to doubt what you are doing, but they want you to know that you're doing your best. And some of these things test us to help bring out parts of us that we have really locked down. Like, we have them on lockdown, right? And so I'm just saying the word responsibility. And we first need, because we spend so much time in criticism and fear and blame, that we don't take responsibility for those things. And then they disable us from being able to do what we want. Sometimes depression, they're writing here. And so, first of all, we have a responsibility component. We have to own up. And in order to clear the air. And they're saying that this is essential for you in particular, Aquarius. So The next component that they shared was they talked about just structuring your time. They wrote A to B. And so what this means to me, don't focus on A to Z because you'll get overwhelmed. Focus on the step-by-step progress. What is your next step? A to B. You're here at point A. What is point B? Point B is the logical next step from where you are based on what you are trying to accomplish. And you need to identify this, and you need to stick to it, and you need to write it down. So I've been working with sort of lists in one of my apps, my notes app. I just put, okay, what are my priorities for the day? And, one or two, the thing that your heart is really focused on, is really passionate about, and you feel that this is inspired, that this will just change your life. So let's not let anything get in the way of that. So put those two things down, no more than that, okay? Because now it'll become the things that really belong on the other list, which I call my quick list. And this is because this is the accumulation of things, if we don't organize, that it can just become clutter for the mind, like trash, and it needs to be taken out daily. So I have things that I call quick lists, like a signature, a birthday card that needs to be bought or signed or mailed, putting something in the mail. So that goes, if I can do it quickly, I put it on my quick list. And just so that I get the weight of those responsibilities off my shoulders, so I can breathe, so I can actually focus on the goals that my heart is passionate about. And those are the things those small things give you a sense of accomplishment. But when you have room to focus on your priorities, you really feel, then that's when you start to feel successful. All right. And the other thing was they showed me sort of an adult and child or teacher student unicorn they were embracing. And this means that we need to remind ourselves that we're always in these roles and they're fluid. And there is no point in life that you should be stagnating in one of them. You shouldn't be always telling other people what to do or always instructing and guiding other people, because if you're not learning, if you're not aware of your learning as you're doing it. When I do this, I'm learning as I do it. I don't know most of what I'm telling you until it comes because of you. Then I have my most amazing growth experiences as I'm doing readings, and it just always has been this way. And one of the reasons it made it difficult to do them at first was because I thought I had to be the total person in control, the total leader, the person, the know-it-all. No, I don't know anything. And then once I admit that to myself, then all the knowing just comes by surprise, for sure. All right, but it's beautiful. All right, so let's tune in, Aquarius, specifically to see what any messages are coming up for you. And just open your heart. And they're writing the word segment. So I feel like they want you to focus on a segment of something that's really important to you. They just want you to ground, because they were showing me a tree trunk. And, in that tree trunk, for me, it's the information that from the universe, from the earth, that's running up and down through that. And there's so much that we don't realize that there's so many transmissions, and I would probably say millions of them, that are going through our intuitive channels. And they want you, for this month, Aquarius, just to focus on a segment of that. Just a segment. And be present with it right now. Whatever pops into your mind is important. And that fills your heart with love and your soul with joy. Focus on that segment. And they want you to make this And they're right in the month of June, which tells me this is something that's continuing over from the month of June. You may have already identified it, or it may have come to you suddenly, but you've not made the time for it yet, or you haven't thought seriously about it. And this is what they want you to focus on each day. And they're showing me a mailbox. Now, this either means that you're getting messages and downloads from the universe. This could mean that you need to put something in a mailbox. You need to send something or put it out there. Or that it may mean that you're waiting for a reply for something. But in the meantime, they need you to just focus on this segment. And, allot time during the day for it. And they're writing full. Like, it seems like you have a full plate this month. You have a lot of things on your mind. I just saw the word apologies. And I don't know if there's something that's bothering you, something that you did or said. Maybe you need to make an apology, because if it's cluttering up your space, you need to figure out a way to forgive, to let go, or to apologize. I don't know which way is going to be best for you, but you need to get that done so that the point is so you can be free. It's not about whether they were right or wrong. It's about you being free. But you can't just do what's like the way in which I said it. You have to do it in a way that really brings satisfaction to your spirit. Okay? And it's something emotional. It's emotional. They're showing me a naked behind. And they were showing me this actually at the beginning too. The person was sort of like on their knees, sort of like crawling on their knees, or walking like a dog on their knees. And so it almost makes me feel like either someone has been making you feel invaluable in some way. And I don't think it's intentional. And I think that you'll see that this is a pattern that you keep getting involved in, or people keep coming into your life who put you down. It's because you aren't compassionate enough towards yourself. And they write in the word generosity that you aren't seeing yourself maybe in the generous way that you should. Once you embrace your power and acknowledge your worth, this will begin to change. But this responsibility piece thing, you gotta own up. I hate to tell you that, but you just do. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the card, the Major Arcana card, which will tell us the archangel that you're working with and the major theme, lesson, or influences in your life. And this card is saying, this is the death card, but it's titled Release here. And it's saying, you're ready to put this behind you. You're about to make an incredible transition in your life. You're about to change paradigms. And that means that attitude that you've been accepting, that's been putting you in that difficult position, you're ready to step out of that role. And you're ready to really be true to yourself and express yourself authentically. So you can work with the Archangel Azrael. He's not only the angel of death, but he's also the angel of birth as well. So it'll help you to give birth to this new part of yourself that's opening up. So be aware of what's opening up inside of you. All right, and we have the Page of Air, Page of Swords, and this is from your Guardian Angel and the Minor Arcana lesson. It's showing you how that Major Arcana lesson is playing out in your life and the divine prescription to work with that. And this is saying it all right here. You got to start speaking your truth. You got to speak. You know, this is a card, but this page is a little unpolished because they just say things like right out, no filters. And you're going to have to stop working with those filters. You're going to have to just say what's on your mind. Speak your truth from the heart. We're not telling you to hurt anybody, but say what you feel. Speak your truth. Better yet, just say the right thing. Say what's right, what's fair, and what's just. Be an advocate for this. And this is in showing that this card, the page is showing that you're in that student mode and you're learning. And you're going to fumble. But it's not about passing or failing. It's about the effort to make the difference, to make the change. And every time you do it, it may not be the best way, the outcome, but it's the best thing for you. Because you're gonna feel differently and you're gonna figure it out. But it's better than just burying it and letting everything just pounce on you. Okay? So release, let go, let it go, say it. Get it over with. We'll deal with the consequences afterwards. But even if the consequences aren't good, it is still what's best for you because it's what you needed. You will have a sense of peace, even if something comes to an end, because you spoke your piece. You will have peace because you will no longer be stuck in that. And that's far more valuable to your vibration and your frequency, which will rise suddenly to a high level and then draw it into you. So if this situation creates a void, that void will act as a vacuum and draw in. And that's why if you're speaking, standing up for your truth, and you're being authentic, that's what you're going to get in immediately. But then don't be afraid of it. Okay? So I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month, Aquarius.